Ryan, number 13. Coles, number 22. Cole, number 27. Manoa, number 28. Zach Bondaway, number 29. Michael Trent, number 31. Tyler Nicholson, 32. Blake Willett, number 34. John Lester, 41. Zach Sheldon, number 43. Trevor Dunn, number 44. Upward, 45. Joey Palumbo, number 46. Steve Harris, number 47. Ellis, number 48. Eddie Snellbro, 52. Stephen Yorkin, 55. Richard Shea, 59. Kelso, 61. Gary, 62. Urban, 69. Arcolano, 71. Samuel, 79. Matthew Greer, number 82. Ryan Leva, number 83. Austin Monroe, number 84. Matt Hall, number 88. James Ceballos, number 89.
Let's go, guys! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! All right? Let's get out now. All right? Let's go. Come on, baby! Hey, no, we're hit! We're hit! We're hit! Let's go! One!
Hey everybody, welcome to Poway High School. I'm Ken Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions, and we have a junior Pee Wee game here set to start. It's a 10:10 a.m. start, and it is Poway who will receive the ball, number 28, back deep, Cole Monroe. Kick is an onside kick just below midfield, and let's see who falls on the ball. Looks like it belongs to Poway. Stephen Yockey, number 55. Had a group of players there also, number 31, Michael Trent, and 47, Stephen Harris. So ball on the 48-yard line of the Huskies. And it'll be first down for Poway. Quarterback under center. Handoff right up the middle and across the 45 to about the 44-yard line. Cole Monroe, number 28, on the carry. Handoff by Scotty Coles, quarterback, number 22. Just underway here, the opening drive of this game. 10-minute quarters here. We're at about the 9-minute, 30-second mark here, so we've got about 30 seconds in. Ball spotted on the 45-yard line. So about 7 yards to go. Another handoff here as he runs to the left side. And he's going to be brought down again. Cole Monroe, number 28. Gains about a yard and a half. Ball spotted at just between the 43 and 44-yard line. So it's third down and about 6. Poway again quickly up to the line. Coles looking to hand off again up the middle again. Monroe, and he's across the 40. He's going to be near a first down as he's brought down at about the 38-yard line. And it's going to be close. We're going to have a measurement to indicate fourth down, so he's going to be just shy of the first down. Ball inside the 40, inside the 39-yard line. And let's see if Poway can pick up about, well, it's less than a yard here. And a keeper up the middle. And that's going to be enough for the first down. So Scotty Coles picks up the first down for Poway. And so they'll have a fresh set of downs now as they march their way through the Huskies territory. Ball at about the 36-yard line. Nice offensive start here for Poway. Again, Coles up the middle to Monroe. Monroe heads to his right. He breaks through a couple of tackles. He's across the line, and nobody's going to catch him as he races to the corner. That's going to be a touchdown just inside the far right pylon. Monroe takes the handoff from Coles, and he'll go 36 yards for the touchdown. And that'll put Poway up 6-0 here in the first quarter. So Poway using the running game here in their opening drive. And they go 48 yards on, I believe, about 5 plays, 6 plays. And they will strike first here against the Huskies out of Escondido. Remember, this is a rematch. Huskies winning that first game, 12-7. And
13, Jordan Stein.
Jordan Stein, number 13, is going to fake the kick, and he's going to be tackled just as he tries to maneuver his way out. That was number 11, Jason McDivitt. And so unsuccessful on the point after try. But Poway does have a 6-0 lead. We'll have kickoff here in just a second. And I'm Ken Gonzalez for George Langevin Productions. We'll be right back. So after the touchdown by Poway, they'll be kicking the ball off from right to left to Escondido and number 22, the quarterback. Scotty Coles will kick the ball off. It's placed there on the 40. Coles boots the ball. It's taken right at midfield by the Huskies. They're going to run it back to about the 45-yard line. So each team now starting off with about the same field position here on their opening drives, and so it's the Huskies with about 45 yards to go to tie this game. 7:39 to go here in the first quarter. let's see if the Poway defense can hold this team. Remember that first game, they held them in that second half scoreless. And let's see if they can continue their defensive dominance where they left off in that last game. There's a pass. It's going to be across the 40. Finally brought down at about the 30-yard line. Tackle made by number 34, Blake Willett. So Blake Willett with a nice tackle, grabbing the legs, bringing the receiver down. It's a first down, gain of about 15 yards for the Huskies, and it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. But it caught Poway off guard there. They might have been expecting the run on that first play. A roll out and the completion made just shy of the 30, and this play goes right up the middle for a gain of about 6 yards. Zach Vondre, number 29, on the tackle. So Zach Vondre making the stop. He's saving a couple more yards. And the Huskies moving downfield quickly as they've gained 21 yards on 2 plays. 2nd down and 4. Roll out to the right side. Now he's going to keep it. Runs into some trouble. Changes direction. And he's going to be caught for a loss here in the backfield. But Jason McDivitt, number 11, on the tackle for Poway. Nice job of staying with the quarterback there. As once he changed direction, started heading to the left side, he had some wide open field there, but McDivitt with a nice play on defense. And that'll bring up third and about 6. So a loss of 2 yards on the play.
Come on, defense!
Quick pass to the left side. Trio Poway defenders on the tackle there at about the 24-yard line. It's a tackle by committee there as we had 3 defenders on it. Nice job by the defense out. And they gave up, as we said, about 21 yards in the first 2 plays, but now it's 4th and 4 for the Huskies at the Poway 24-yard line. Movement there on the line. That's going to be against the Huskies. And so that'll back him up even further here. So that'll bring up a 4th and 9 for the Huskies. So really nice job here by Poway's defense as they settle down after giving up those 2 big plays to start the game, or to start this drive by the Huskies. And they've got too many men on the field. Poway, can they get a timeout called in time? And let's see, do they? They do. So they do get the timeout as a substitution came in. And a player a little bit late getting off the field. So they have to burn the timeout. It's still 4th and 9. 5 minutes, 14 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Ken Gonzalez for George Landry Productions. We'll be right back in just a minute. And we're back after the timeout. 4th and 9 for the Huskies at about the 29-yard line of Poway. Pitch back. Now you're going to sweep it here to the right side. Can they get through that line? They're not going to make it, that's for sure. And in fact, they're going to lose about 3 yards on the play. Number 34, Blake Willett on the tackle. Blake started the season as silver running back, but now plays on both offensive teams. Strong kid, physical out there on the field, and he showed it there as he drops the Huskies running back for a loss of 2, and the ball now belongs to Poway. 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive here in this first quarter and add to their 6-0 lead. Coles again on the handoff, right up the middle to number 41, Jordan Lester. Lester trying to get around the outside. He's going to gain a couple of yards. Doesn't quite get out of bounds. Clock is running. And the ball spotted about the 34-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd and 8 for Poway. So Jordan Lester picks up a couple. He had a 40-yard touchdown run against Fallbrook. Coles again on the handoff. Lester tries to sweep around the other side now. Here on the near side of the field, he's going to get around the 40. He's going to be brought down just shy of the 50-yard line. Number 17 for the Huskies. Making the tackle, that's Mitch Bartram. So that'll be a first down for Poway at their 47-yard line. So early on here, Poway showing that they're not having much trouble moving the ball against this Huskies defense. Picking up nice chunks of yardage, and the handoff again up the middle to about the 50, gain of about 3 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 7. Blake Willett, number 34, barreling his way up the middle for a gain of 3. Coles hands off one fake, gets it to the second back, and that'll be another gain of about 3 yards up the middle. That was Jason McDivitt, number 11, picking up some yardage. And that'll bring up a 3rd and about 4 yards at the 48-yard line of the Huskies. Lining up near the near hash mark here. Again, another handoff. Running into some trouble there right at the 49. Drop for a loss is Scott Coles, number 22. And so that brings up 4th and about 5 yards. 4th and about 6 now at the 49-yard line. Let's see where Poway goes here. You got a fair amount of yardage to make up to get that first down. And they actually are going to go with the punt. Ball makes it to about the 45 and then takes a nice generous bounce away for the Huskies all the way to the 50, finally downed at the 50-yard line by Poway. And so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Huskies at the 50 as each of these teams change their offense and defenses out. And we'll keep it right here. About 2.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Poway with a 6-0 lead over the Huskies.
Defense, get that ball back, D!
Some movement on the line again. That's going to be another penalty against the Huskies, so that'll march them back another 5 yards. It'll bring up 1st and 15. Into the defensive backfield, number 41. Jordan Lester for Poway. So ball spotted now at the Huskies 45-yard line. Clock is running. Huskies handoff right up the middle, gain of about 2 yards.
Nicholson. Tyler Nicholson.
Tyler Nicholson, number 32 on the tackle for Poway. Not allowing the Huskies to get out and run here as they're getting touched behind the line of scrimmage and maybe powering their way up for a yard or 2. So the running game really shut down here by Poway. And you wonder if the Huskies are going to go back to their pass, the first play of their first drive. It's a 15-yard pass play, complete. And we haven't seen much out of the offense since then. Handoff deep in their backfield, and that's going to be a big loss. You could see that coming right there. Jason McDivitt, again, we call number 11 on both sides of the ball, and he makes a great play right there, driving the Huskies back further. And it's a 3rd down. And about 13 now from the, actually 3rd and 24 from the 36-yard line of the Huskies. So the Poway defense is going to try to make things a lot easier for their offense here. If they can pin them back even further in their own territory. But right now the Huskies trying to find something that'll work against this defense. Fake handoff there and a keeper up the middle. He's going to get through a couple of tackles and finally up to about the 43-yard line. Number 44 on the tackle, Trevor Dunham. And again, Jason McDivitt also there helping out on the tackle, number 11. Trevor, the hardest hitter on this Poway team. And he had to there as a quarterback. Was gaining some steam as he took that ball right up the middle. He gained 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 17. And that will be the end of the first quarter. It's Poway with that touchdown on their opening drive. They have a 6-0 lead as we start the second quarter. And we'll be back in just a minute. Set for the start of the second quarter here. 4th and 17. Huskies with the punt. Nice high punt. Angles here to the near side and takes a nice Huskies bounce. And will be out at about the 31-yard line of Poway. So Poway's offense will take over. Defense doing a superb job as they're holding the Huskies to negative yardage here. And it's Poway with a 6-0 lead. First and 10, Poway on their own 31-yard line. Out of shotgun, looking to pass. He's going to go to the far side. Oh, the ball just off the fingertips of the intended receiver. Number 88, Matt Hall. And he would have had some room to run right there, but the ball just off his fingertips. Nice looking pass. And that was the first pass here of the game for Poway. So quarterback Scott Cole showing that he can pass the ball as well as he can hand it off. A little bit of a misfire there on the snap, but picked up and right up the middle. Cole, so very alertly decided to pick up the ball and run up the middle. He's going to gain about 4 or 5 yards. And that'll bring up 3rd down. That'll be 3rd and 4 for Poway on the 37-yard line. Handoff. Poway trying to go up the middle. Cole Monroe might have just gotten to the line of scrimmage. And that'll bring up 4th and 4 for the Fighting Titans here in Poway. Clock running, about 8.5 minutes to go here before the end of the first half. Again, Poway with a 6-0 lead. 4th and 4. Plenty of time for a nice punt across the 40 and takes a nice Poway bounce and is going to be down at about the 26, 27-yard line of the Huskies. So a nice punt right there. Scott Cole with the punt, showing off a leg. And Blake Willett, number 34, downing the ball. And so the Huskies will start their offense at about the 28-yard line. And if Poway's defense continues to do what they did the last 2 possessions for the Huskies, they could really find themselves pinned deep inside their own territory here. Snap. And looking deep downfield, the pass is going to be caught at the 50 and all the way down to the 41-yard line. Brought down by Willett, number 34. So Blake Willett saving a touchdown right there. Nice pass by the Huskies. They had, as we said, their first possession. That first play, they had some luck with 15-yard pass play. This time, about a 22-yard gain to the 41-yard line of Poway, 1st and 10. And let's say if they stay into the air, they know that running game really isn't doing much for them. And we had some movement on the line, and it might have been a break for Poway, as I'm not sure they were going to get the substitution off the field in time. And that will go against the Huskies. Back them up another 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15 from the Poway 46-yard line. Fake handoff goes again, running back across the line of scrimmage. It's going to be dropped at about the 44-yard line, gain of 2. Tyler Nicholson, number 32, on the tackle for the Fighting Titans of Poway.
Assist by Opfer, Dalton Opfer.
Dalton Opfer, number 45, assisting on the tackle for Poway's defense. And quickly, the Huskies get back to the line. They're at the 44-yard line, 2nd and 13. Looks like they're going to go to the air here to the near side. The pass is going to be over the head of the receiver, number 17, Mitch Bartram. And that'll be 3rd and 13 now for the Huskies.
Stephen Cole defending on that play.
Stephen Cole, number 27, was defending there. Number 17, Mitch Bartram. And 44, Trevor Dunham. So even if that pass was complete, Mitch Bartram wouldn't have gotten very far as he was surrounded by the defense there of Poway. Again, the handoff again. The Huskies will go to the air, and the pass is going to be incomplete. Number 27, Stephen Cole again breaking that one up. So Stephen Cole with some nice defense, and that'll bring up 4th and 13 for the Huskies at the Poway 44-yard line. So Poway should have pretty good field position here after the punt. Punt, the snap is on the ground, and they're going to fake it, heading right up the middle, and finally brought down well shy of a first down. And so the ball will belong to Poway. Jason McDivitt, number 11, on the tackle there. Ball belongs to Poway at about their own 40-yard line, so they'll have 1st and 10. Again, some excellent field position to start off this possession. Just under 7 minutes to go here in the first half. Poway taking their opening possession in for the score. And that's where we stand right now, 6-0. As they have held this Huskies team scoreless now for the last 3 quarters. Almost 3.5 quarters now, dating back to their first game. Number 34, Blake Willett, scrambles into the game. Coles with the handoff up the middle. Looks like a gain of about 4 to Willett. Number 34, Blake Willett again. And that'll bring up gain of 3, they say officially now, to bring up 2nd down and 7. Ball on the 43-yard line of Poway. That clock is running. Handoff to Willett again. He's going to angle to the far sideline, well across midfield, and he'll pick up a first down and gain about 2 extra. Actually 3, so the ball will be spotted on the 47-yard line of the Huskies. First down for Poway. So Willett just forcing his way through the line in the backfield of the Huskies. And quickly Poway gets up to the line. Coles under center. Another handoff to Willett. Again, he angles to the far side. And he'll gain about 3, maybe 4 yards on that run. Looks like 4. And they're going to say 5, so it'll be 2nd down and 5 on the 42-yard line of the Huskies. And again, it's Coles to Willett. Willett is going to be stopped just shy of the first down, about a yard short. And that'll bring up 3rd and 1. Third and 1 from the 38-yard line. Keeper by Coles. Let's see if he can power his way with the help of his line across the first down marker. It looks like he's going to have a couple of yards to spare there. And that is a first down for Poway. So a nice call by the coaching staff there. They get the first down. They've got a fresh set of downs now at the 36-yard line of the Huskies. Willett in motion. He makes a nice block. Ball move here to the near sideline, trying to get around the corner. He's going to pick up some nice yardage here. And Coles is going to be pushed out. Looked like he was pushed after he was out of bounds. No flag. That's going to be enough for a first down. A nice gain right there. Ball spotted on the 23-yard line, so a gain of 13 yards on that play. And looks like Poway's offense has picked up again the last 2 times they had the ball. They were stopped. And now they're gaining yardage in nice big chunks here. 4 minutes, 24 seconds to go here in the first half. Coles with a handoff to Willett again. Willett breaks a couple of tackles across the 20 and down at about the 16-yard line. And we'll have a timeout called by the Huskies here, so it'll be with 4:09 to go here in the first half. Ball on the at the 16-yard line. Poway have about 3 yards to go for the first down. As we come out of the timeout, 4:09 to go here in the first half. Poway with a 2nd and 3 from the 17-yard line. Keeper right up the middle, trying to strip the ball, the defense of the Huskies, but Scotty Coles isn't going to have any of that. And he's going to get enough for the first down. As the ball is spotted at about the 12-yard line. So a gain of 5 on the play.
Ellis and Sander and Urcolano pushing here. Ellis and Urcolano.
Mark Urcolano, number 71.
And John Ellis.
And John Ellis on the line for Poway, making that happen on the run by Coles. Allowing him to gain that extra yardage. And Willett. The ball on the 11-yard line actually gains about a yard, and that'll be 2nd and 9. Second down, ball on the 11. The ball is going to run here to the near sideline and finally tackled by about 3 Huskies there. Coles, number 22, tried to get around the corner, and he's going to be taken for a loss of about a yard. Lost 2, so that'll be a 3rd and 11 now from the 12-yard line. Poway not wasting any time. They get right back up to the line of scrimmage. Willett in the backfield. Now he's in motion. Here to the near side. Going into the air. Coles' ball is going to be incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down and 11 from the 12-yard line. And let's see what Poway decides to do here. Fourth and 11. They stack here to the near side. Coles looking to pass. He's going into the end zone or just outside the end zone at about the 2-yard line. The pass is incomplete. Receiver slipped there. Number 88, Hall. So Matt Hall might have been about a yard shy of the first down if he made the completion. So the ball will go on downs over to the Huskies now. They'll have a 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. And really not a bad thing for this Poway squad, as their defense has just been superb here today. And the Huskies with very little room to play with right now on their own 12-yard line. Austin Early, number 9, under center for the Huskies. He's going to hand the ball off. Changing directions at the line of scrimmage as he's met by the defenders is the running back, and he's going to go around the far side, around a couple of tackles, finally brought down by Monroe, number 28, Cole Monroe. Cole Monroe it was on the tackle, getting some clarification there. Ball on the 30, a gain of 18 yards on that running play by the Huskies found an opening and just took the angle over on the far side and was finally brought down. Number 45 now on the tackle, Dalton Ofer. Trevor Dunham, number 44, assisting there as well for Poway. So Ofer with another tackle, one of the leaders on this team in tackles. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Huskies with a gain of 2 yards on that play. It's 2nd down and 8. Another handoff by Austin early. Running back angles here to the near side. Jason McDivitt, number 11 on the tackle. He brought down number 68, Marco Mota. And a timeout for the Huskies. So with 1:28 to go here in the first half, 3rd and 8, or 3rd and 5 now. The Huskies want to hold the ball for the remainder of this half, so they're going to call a timeout. And we'll take a break also. We'll be right back.
2, 7, 3, 9, 0.
So after the timeout by the Huskies, we have to reset here. It's a 3rd down and 5 from the 35-yard line. Early calling out the signals under center. 1:28 to go here in the first half. He's going to pitch the ball back. And busting through the defensive line, number 11, Jason McDivitt, makes a huge tackle, stop right there. A nice loss of yardage for the Huskies. And a timeout for Poway. They want to conserve the clock now as they're going to have the ball here as it's 4th down and long for the Huskies. Loss of about 6 yards. They say 5 now, so it'll be 4th and 10 for the Huskies. And so Poway should have just over a minute to see if they can try to get a late score here in the first half. Stephen Cole, number 77, or 27 there. Here on the near side, you can see him at about the 33-yard line, right in line with the camera. Cole Monroe back at about the 44-yard line, anticipating the punt. Austin Early, number 9, back there. Number 17, Mitch Bartram, will block for him. Now Mitch comes back up under center, and it looks like the Huskies do a little fake there. Early will punt it high into the air. The ball will come down at about the 43-yard line and take a bounce. That was favorable towards Poway, but then comes back towards the left side. And right there at about the 43-yard line is where Poway will start off their offense. 1:11 to go here in the first half to have a 6-0 lead.
Touchdown, Poway!
Cole's under center. Actually in the shotgun. He looks to pass. He's going to go downfield. Can't get one off. Now he's going to have to scramble over to the far side. The ball comes loose. And let's see who comes up with it. It looks like the Huskies say they have it, and they do. On the fumble, they're going to recover the ball at the 48-yard line. Coles wanted to pass. He kept looking downfield. His receivers were covered. Finally, he had to tuck the ball in and try to run for it over on the far side. And we saw earlier in a couple of plays the Huskies trying to strip the ball away from him. He didn't let that happen. This time, though, they're able to bust it free, and they fall on top of it. So with exactly a minute to go here in the first half, trailing by 6, the Huskies with the ball on their own 48-yard line.
Take that ball back, D!
First and 10. There's a snap, pitch back by Early. Caught in the backfield for a loss. Again, the defense for Poway breaking through that offensive line, not giving up much yardage there, and just back to the original line of scrimmage. Number 45, Dalton Opfer, again with another tackle, is adding to the ton of tackles he already has here this year. Second out and 10 now for the Huskies. Under 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Early back to pass, puts it high into there, and the ball's going to be picked off by Poway. And they're going to come back from left to right. Coles, number 22, finally going to be brought down at the 48-yard line. Monroe, 28. Cole Monroe, number 28, with the interception. 14 seconds to go here in the first half. So the ball spotted at the 47-yard line of the Huskies.
You can do it, Poway!
Coles will take the snap, and he's going to go to a knee, and that'll be the end of the first half. And actually a timeout is taken by Poway with 4 seconds to go here in the first half. So they take a knee. It looks like they wanted to run out the clock, but then they'll take a timeout with 4 seconds to go. Now let's see if they have their quarterback take another knee here. And they're going to go into halftime with the lead. So coming up on the final play here of the first half. Ball on the 47-yard line of the Huskies after the interception return by Cole Monroe. Monroe hurt his knee a few weeks ago against Temecula, back in there today, not showing any signs of that injury. So the run goes up the middle to about the 45-yard line, and that'll do it here for the first half. So a nice first half here on the Poway side. Their defense shutting down the Huskies, and that's 4 quarters in a row now that they haven't allowed the Huskies to score. They pick up a touchdown of their own, and we'll go into halftime. 6-0 Poway over the Huskies. I'm Ken Gonzalez for George Landsman Productions, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Zach Sheldon kicking the ball off here to start the second half for Poway. Nice kick right down the middle. It's going to be picked up at about the 32-yard line by the Huskies. Right up the middle, getting through a gang of tacklers, and finally brought down at the 45-yard line. Nice run back. And luckily for Poway, they had a few guys back there making the stop. And so Zach Vonderay on the tackle, number 29. Making the stop. So we'll have a first down and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line. And the Huskies try to strike first here in the second half, tie this game. Number 20 in motion, the ball handed off by Early. Breaking across the line, over to the far side, finally brought down from behind at about the 29. Looked like Willett, number 34, and number 44, Trevor Dunham. So Willett and Dunham on the tackle. Huge gain there by Escondido. The ball on the 30-yard line now of Poway, 1st and 10. Nothing doing right there on that play as the defense breaks through the line.
Welsh and Shea.
Richard Shea, number 59 on the tackle, and Timothy Welsh, number 79. So Shea and Welsh doing their job. They're breaking through the line. Loss of about half a yard on the play. Still 2nd and 10. Ball at about the 30-yard line. Just outside the 30. Another handoff. Nice running start across the line into the backfield. Finally tackled at about the 15, 16-yard line. Trevor Dunham and number 11, Jason McDivitt on the tackle for Poway. And Poway hasn't seen this so far in this game, as the Huskies using their running game to pick up a lot of yardage. And they have another 1st down, ball on the 16-yard line of Poway. And let's see if that Poway defense can buckle down here. They need a stop. Right now, all the momentum is with the Huskies. Handoff up the middle. Gain of about 2 yards. And that'll be 2nd down and 8. Zach Vonderay on the tackle. And that's what the Poway Fighting Titans need right now is a turnover, and Zach Vonderay leads the team in forced turnovers and recovered fumbles. So they might look for him to do some magic right here. Another stop as that ball goes up the middle. Brought down at about the 10-yard line. So Jason McDivitt and Jaden Ceballos, number 89, on the tackle for Poway. It'll be 3rd down and 4 yards to go on the 10-yard line for the Huskies.
Let's stop him, Poway!
Early with the handoff, trying to break around the outside on the far side. Running back, but he's going to be brought down at about the 5-yard line. Enough for a 1st down. Blake Willett on the tackle, number 34. Might have saved the touchdown there. It'll be 1st and goal on the 6-yard line for the Huskies. And Poway really looking for that turnover right now.
Time to get tough! There's a turnover, Wilson.
Snap and running right up the middle. Huskies, number 59, Richard Shea on the tackle. Showing off his run stopping on defense. Brandon Kelso with the assist on that tackle. Snapping again, the Huskies go up the middle, just shy of the goal line. Kelso, Brandon Kelso with the stop. And it's 3rd down and a yard to go for the end zone. 3rd and 1 from the 1 for the Huskies. And they're going to make it 3rd and 2 now from the 2. Huskies really need to score here and tie this game, but Poway defense making it tough. And let's see if that defense can push that offensive line backwards. They need a stop right here. Early's going to keep the ball as he runs to the outside here on the near side, and he's going to find his way into the end zone for the tying touchdown. And Escondido has taken the opening drive here of this 2nd half into the end zone for a touchdown. And the game is 6-6. They can take the lead if they can convert right here. And just as the snap is made, we're going to get a whistle. And an offsides against the Poway defense. And so they'll walk off half the distance there. And the Huskies will have another opportunity here for the point after.
Get tough, Poway!
And we saw some movement there on the line, another penalty. And that will be movement on the line for the Huskies. And so they'll be backed up now. Let's see if Poway can keep the score tied here. Keep the Huskies out of the end zone. Early's in trouble, and he's going to be dropped outside the 10-yard line, and so no go on the point after. Carreri and Vondere on the tackle.
62,
number 62, Joseph Carreri. And Zach Vondere, number 29. Zach Vondere always somewhere around the ball. And so it's tied 6-6 here as the Huskies will kick off to Poway. Just over 6 minutes, 6:06 to go here in the third quarter. And that's the first score for the Huskies against this Poway team since the first half of their first meeting. Number 28, Cole Monroe. Number 11, Jason McDivitt. And number 22, Scott Cole's back deep for Poway as they receive the ball. The ball is going to be kicked on the ground, and it'll be dropped on by Poway. They should recover it here on the 45-yard line. Number 89, Jaden Ceballos will recover the ball for Poway. Ball is on the 45-yard line, 1st and 10. We're tied at 6. Actually, the ball closer to the 46-yard line. Cole's on the handoff. Jason McDivitt goes right at the middle, gets just shy of the 50-yard line. Gain of about 3 yards, and that'll be 2nd and 7.
Blocking is number 48 for the spring in the hole, number 48.
John Ellis, number 48, providing the block and running room there for McDivitt. Monroe, number 28, will take the ball over on the far side. He's got a lot of room, finally brought down on the far side at about the 36-yard line. A gain of about 16 yards on the play. And it's Poway now trying to gain back some momentum. 1st and 10 on the 36. It looks like they have this defense of the Huskies back on their heels. Just before the snap, we'll have a whistle. Not sure what the call is there. And we might have nothing there. So no penalty on the play. It's 1st and 10 on the 36-yard line. Clock running, 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. On the run, the ball across the 45 inside to about Scott Coles on the keeper. Ball marked at about the 34-yard line, gain of 2 yards, 2nd and 8.
Sheep around David. Remember, he's from Pennsylvania. She's there in Pennsylvania. I got chickens. We have chickens there, not sheep. I know you don't need sheep around. You got scared.
Coles is going to keep it. He wants to spin his way to the outside here on the near side. He's going to run into some trouble as he left his line over on the other side of the field. They didn't pull with him. And the ball is going to be down at about the 38-yard line. Bringing up a 3rd and 12 for Poway. Coles over the pass. It was nearly deflected. And it was behind the line of scrimmage, so that ball is live. And let's see, it was recovered by Poway, I believe. As they're showing 4th and 12. Dangerous play there for the Fighting Titans. Ball on the 44-yard line. Loss of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up a 4th and about 18. So 4th down, 17 for Poway. 2.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Punt just gotten off, and it's a nice one. And Blake Willett will down it at about the 22-yard line. So nice punt. As Poway will pin the Huskies back in their own territory at about the 22-yard line. And with 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter, we're tied at 6, and it's the Huskies with the ball. So 1st and 10 for the Huskies at their own 22-yard line. Austin Early under center. He's looking to pass. Looks left. Now he's going to move right. And now he's going to put the ball into the air. Might have been deflected over near the line of scrimmage. It's going to be an incomplete pass. It's 2nd down 10 at the 22-yard line now. So that play not developing there for the Huskies. So for Poway, you've got number 11, Jordan McDivitt. Number 13, Jordan Stein. Number 22, Scotty Coles. Jordan Stein kicks the ball really well. He's a first-year player. We've seen McDivitt on a lot of plays here so far as we have just about 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And that's going to be some movement on the line against the Huskies. Another penalty. It's their 3rd one of the day for movement there. It'll back them up 5 more. It's 2nd down and 15 from the 17-yard line. Number 28 for Poway, Cole Monroe. We had mentioned that he hurt his knee a couple weeks ago against Temecula, but seems to be okay. Zach Vondere, number 29. One of the big leaders on this team, number 31, Michael Trent. Michael Trent's got a big spot on special teams here for Poway. Now across the line, right up the middle, finally brought down at the 28-yard line. Gain of 11 yards. It'll bring up a third down and about 4. Joseph Palumbo, number 46, with the tackle. Number 32 for Poway is Tyler Nicholson, linebacker. Really hard hitter. Plays the same intensity every play while he's out there. Blake Willett, we've seen a lot of Blake today, number 34. Jack Murray broke his wrist the game against Temecula on the 29th of October, so he's sorely missed here by this Poway squad. And again, right up the middle, it's going to be close to a first down. Jason McDivitt, number 11, on the tackle. And are they going to eyeball this? Are they going to measure? And it's going to be 4th down and 1. So just shy of that first down, under a minute to go here in the third quarter. 4th and 1 Huskies, and the Poway defense needs to make a stand right here. You can hear their crowd. They want that defensive stand. They want the ball back. Ball on the 31-yard line. Snapping right up the middle early, and he's going to push his way through for, let's see, it was enough for a first down, but it was a fumble, and the fumble is recovered by Poway. And that might have been McDivitt, number 11, as he was coming off the field. His coach gives him a couple of pats and sends him back out there. But on the fumble recovery, Poway with the ball on the 33-yard line of the Huskies. So a big break right there for Poway. Coles with the handoff to number 41, Jordan Lester. And Lester's going to be caught for a loss. Jordan Lester had that 40-yard run against Fallbrook earlier here in this season. Number 43, defensive tackle Zach Sheldon. Zach's got a big heart, plays very strong. Has a knack for getting into the backfield. He can also punt, and he's a nice place kicker too. And that is the end of the third quarter. So a tying touchdown on the opening drive of the second half by the Huskies puts them even with Poway 6-6. We'll go to the final quarter. I'm Ken Gonzalez for George Landry Productions, and we'll be back in just a minute. So we've started the fourth and final quarter. We're tied at 6. Ball on the 36-yard line. Second down and 13. Cole Monroe up the middle on the carry. And let's see, it might be a loss. Actually, a gain of about 3, maybe 4. They say it's 3rd down and 9 from about the 35-yard line. Handoff to Monroe, number 28, tries to find some room here on the outside, on the near side. And he's going to be short of the first down, picks up a couple of yards. And it is now 4th down and about 10 from the 33-yard line. Trevor Dunham, number 44, into the game. Was originally a running back, but with his bruising style of play, they had to put him on defense. The hardest hitter on this team. Punt is away. Great punt. Drops at about the 12 and will roll into the end zone. So Scotty Coles with a nice punt. Ball goes into the end zone for a touchback. And with 8 minutes, 33 seconds to go here in this game, and we're tied at 6, the Huskies with the ball. And the ball is at the 20, 1st and 10. Number 45 for Poway, Dalton Ofer, linebacker. Plays right in the middle, big force on defense, calls the defensive signals, and is one of the leaders on tackles here of this squad. Joey Palumbo, number 46, defensive back safety, first-year player, but he hits like he's been playing for several years. Another tough guy. He's pretty aggressive, too. Huskies on the snap. They're going to go up the middle. Kick, they're going to gain about 2 yards, maybe 3. Zach Sheldon and Jason McDivitt on the tackle for Poway. Number 47, Poway, Steve Harrison, wide receiver. Got a great attitude, maybe the best attitude on this team. He's always positive. Whether it's blocking or running a pass route, he's going to give it his all to help out his team. Not much happening there for the Huskies. Number 45, Dalton Ofer, and number 89, Jaden Ceballos. On the stop, 3rd down and 6 for the Huskies. Ball on the 24-yard line. Center John Ellis got hurt after the 3rd game of the season. He came back November 5th against San Marcos. He's been playing well ever since. So the faithful here for Poway chanting defense. They want to stop. 3rd and 6. Early goes to the air. The pass incomplete. And it'll be 4th down.
27 defending on the play. Stephen Cole.
Stephen Cole, number 27. Defending right around the receiver there. Ball falls to the ground right off the fingertips. And so it's 4th and 6 from the 24-yard line. There's a snap and the kick. Nice kick, high into the air, bounces right at the 50. And down at the 40-yard line. Great punt by the Huskies, and with 7 minutes, 11 seconds to go, it'll be 1st and 10 for Poway at their own 40-yard line. Number 52 for Poway, Eddie Snellgrove, plays center and guard. Big, strong player, one of the strongest players on this team. Big leader on offense. He's a long snapper. He's center on green offense and a guard on silver offense. Number 55, defensive end Stephen Yockey. Yockey, one of the most improved players on this squad. He stepped it up physically. He's become a solid outside run stopper and tackler, playing the most difficult position on defense. Pitch by Coles, trying to get around, but too many defenders there as they broke through the line. A loss of about 3. Number 28, Cole Monroe, will be stopped, and now we have an injured player for the Huskies right near midfield. It's 2nd down and 13 for Poway on the 37-yard line. Richard Shea, nose guard. Guard Richard is one of the most physical players on this team. He's a force on both offense and defense. He's the main run stopper on D and puts lots of pressure on opposing quarterbacks. He leads blocks, so he does it all there. Number 61, Brandon Kelso, defensive tackle. Brandon, another first-year player. He's really stepped it up, coming into his own. Started slowly, but he's really combined with Richard Shea to give the Titans a really physical presence in the middle of the defensive line. So he helps shore up that defense. They've done a great job here today. Might be one of the toughest defenses this Escondido squad has run up against. And so number 89 for the Huskies, Daniel Lopez, gets off on his own and walks to the sideline. Hopefully he'll be all right. So we'll start it again. Second down, 13. Ball on the 37-yard line for Poway. Just about 6.5 minutes to go. Ball is complete here on the near side. Monroe breaks the tacklers. He's across midfield, and it's going to be knocked out at the 35, but they say he stepped out of bounds up here at the 42-yard line. So a gain of 15 yards for Poway, and they'll have a 1st and 10 at the Huskies' 42-yard line. Neil Turani, defensive end, actually suffered a concussion in the first Escondido game. And I believe he's actually out today with the flu. He was looking forward to this match. Scott Coles, number 22, the quarterback, on the keeper. Gains some yardage up the middle. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Ball on the 38-yard line. Again, you see number 22, Coles, under center there. You got some last-minute signals there to his backfield. He's going to hand the ball off to Monroe. Monroe changes directions a couple of times. He might have gotten a yard. Not much there. It'll be 3rd down and 6. So he got right back to the original line of scrimmage. Nose guard Alex Erdman, number 69 for Poway. Another first-year player. Had a big game against Escondido the first time they played. He's a pretty quick guy. And it's really hard for other teams to get around him. Mark Ercolano, number 71. Mark is the youngest player on the team, only 8 years old. This is his first full year of tackle football. Played 3 years of flag football. He had to lose 8 pounds during August just to make weight. And according to his coach, he has one of the best three-point stances on the team. So 3rd and 6 on the 38-yard line. Let's see what Coles has in mind here. Out of the shotgun, he's going to go deep here on the near side. Oh, perfect pass, but the ball goes in and out of the hands of the receiver 88, Matt Hall. So Matt nearly made that catch as he was falling down. It would have been a great catch. And that'll bring up 4th and 6 from the 38 for Poway. Under 5 minutes. We got 4 minutes, 51 seconds to go. We're tied at 6. And we're going to have a timeout now called by Poway because they want to talk this thing over. We're late here in the 4th quarter. They're deep in the Huskies' territory. Their defense has been doing a good job, so let's see if they might want to go for this, have a trick play, something like that. But it's 4th and 6, ball on the 38. And we'll be right back after the timeout. And as we come out of that timeout, 4 minutes, 51 seconds to go here in regulation. We got 4th and 6. And the Fighting Titans we're looking to punt, but it's going to be a fake. Running here towards the near side and will be knocked out. Not much to lose right there. 22, Scott Coles decided to keep it. Nice call by the coaching staff there as the ball now belongs to the Huskies. Not much there to lose if they didn't get that 1st down. And so the ball at the 35-yard line of the Huskies. They have a 1st and 10. And they have 4 minutes, 44 seconds to march downfield. They're tied at 6. Tim Welsh, number 79, defensive tackle, And this is the first game back for Tim since early in the season. He had a off-field injury. He's a veteran on this squad. He's a returner from last year. And he's a nice presence on that defensive line for Poway. So 1st and 10 at the 35. Austin Early, number 9. Pitches the ball back, trying to get around the corner, number 33, David Belcher, nowhere to go. Tyler Nicholson, number 32, as well as number 45, Dalton Ofer. So Tyler Nicholson. Number 82, Matt Carreri, is an off guard. Matt has the skills to play numerous positions, but they really needed his size and skill on the offensive line, so that's where he's playing here for Poway. And Matt's brother Joey, also on the team. We've called Joey's name a few times here today. Clock running now, 4 minutes to go. 2nd down and 13, ball on the 32-yard line. Pass by Early is going to be incomplete, coming across the middle, number 17, Mitch Bartram. And it's now 3rd down. Joseph Palumbo and Blake Willett were defending on that pass play right there. 3rd and 13, ball on the 32-yard line. Austin Early wanted to pass, didn't have anywhere to go, decides throwing with the ball, and he's going to be dropped at the 28-yard line. It'll be 4th down.
45, Opfer.
Dalton Opfer, number 45, and again on another tackle. 4th and 13 from the 29-yard line. 4th and 16. And so Poway is going to have some really nice field position here with just about 3 minutes to go here in the game. Another nice kick by the Huskies. This time it'll roll over to the far side. Now comes back the other way and finally downed at about the 44-yard line. So 1st and 10, Poway from the Huskies 44. 3 minutes, 1 second to go. We're tied at 6. Number 83 is Ryan Leyva. He's a wide receiver. He scored 2 touchdowns in the first game of the season for Poway. That was against Oceanside. And he's had a couple of touchdowns since then. So Brian, a nice wide receiver, and his off time when he's not playing football, he's a lifeguard. 1st and 10, Poway trying to stay on the ground as they try to run the ball up the middle, and stopped as the Huskies defense bursted through that offensive line. Blake Willett stopped for a loss. And it'll be 2nd and 11 from the 45-yard line. Number 84, Austin Monroe. And coming off the field, number 84, Austin Monroe, just as we're about to say a few words about him. Gives some nice strength and size on the Silver offensive line. He's just been improving constantly throughout the season. They got some running room here on the near sideline. McDivitt, number 11, very close to a 1st down. He's going to be about a yard short, and that'll bring up 3rd and about 1. Third down and about 1. Ball spotted just near the 35-yard line. We'll say 3rd and 2. And a timeout will be called by the Huskies. So with 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go, we're tied at 6. It'll be 3rd down and 2 from the 36-yard line. Going back to Austin Monroe, he had his best game against Fallbrook. Number 88 is Matt Hall. He's a wide receiver, another first-year player. And he's come all the way up from the bottom of the depth chart to become the Titans' leading receiver. He likes to throw those blocks. He's thrown several He's helped spring the running backs for big gains on that Poway offense. And number 89, linebacker Jaden Ceballos. Jaden's experienced. He brings intelligence and physical play to the defense. He's one of the team's best open field tacklers, and you rarely see Jaden out of position to make a play. Third down and 2, ball on the, we said the 36-yard line. Let's see if Poway can pick up this first down and get a new set of downs, pushing the ball right up the middle on the keeper. And across for the first down, Scott Coles. So Coles again on the keeper. He's had a couple of those today, and he's been successful, I believe, just about on every single one of them. It's 1st and 10. Clock is running, just about 2 minutes to go. Ball on the 33-yard line. Could this be the winning drive for Poway? Coles fakes a handoff. Now he's going to bootleg it out here to the near side. Gets across the 30 to the 29-yard line as he runs out of room, out of bounds. So Coles with the keeper again. Picks up about 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 6.
Touchdown time!
Under 2 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. We're tied at 6. Poway just 29 yards away from the end zone. Willette takes the handoff. He's not going to get far as the defense bursts through the line, and he's going to actually be dropped for a loss of about 2 yards. And that'll bring up 3rd and about 8. And another timeout here. Timeout Poway. They're going to talk it over. So 3rd and 8 from the 31-yard line. 1:45 to go in the game. So Poway looking to extend their winning streak to 2 games here today, as last week they defeated Fallbrook 33-0. Scotty Coles with 3 touchdowns. Running back Jordan Lester ran in for another touchdown, and wide receiver Matt Hall scored a touchdown on a pass from Coles. Defensively, what can you say? 33-0. They didn't allow anything. They were led by Dalton Ofer, Zach Vonderhey, and Tyler Nicholson, along with strong play up the middle by Brendan Kelso and Richard Shea. Going to break free, and he's going to finally be brought out at about the 12-yard line. Ryan Leyva. So we were talking about Ryan Leyva a little bit earlier, and number 83 hauls that in. And with 1:40 to go, it's 1st down 10 for Poway on the 13-yard line. So Coles to Leyva. And that's what you want out of your best receiver. You want him to handle the ball late in the game, and he hauled that one in. Brought the ball down to the 13. Coles fakes a handoff. He's got some room over on the far side. He's going to run. He's angling to the corner. Can he be hauled down from behind? No, and he's going to make it into the touchdown. Right into the end zone. And Poway, with a late touchdown here with 1.5 to go, has come out on top, 12-6. Nice play, heads-up play by Scotty Coles as he faked a pass, looked to his left, saw nothing. Made a turn to his right side, saw a lot of open space, angled it towards the side. And it looks like we have a late flag that came in on the play near the end zone. And let's see what happens here. So it looks like we had an illegal block by Poway. And so we will not have that score. That flag came in late. Poway still with the ball. And they just got to strap it on and get out there again. Ball on the 13-yard line. And a little more confusion by the officiating crew here. And now they're going to talk it over again. So with a minute and a half to go here in the fourth quarter, we're tied at 6. We just had a score by Coles, but it's called back on the illegal block. And on that foul, or the penalty by the offense, looks like they have some discussion as to where to spot the ball. Faking the handoff. Colts, he's got to get rid of the ball in a hurry. And it's going to land untouched, incomplete. And that'll bring up second down. Still plenty of time. So Poway lines up, second down. Ball on the 11-yard line. Fakes a handoff. Now he's going to run to the left side here. Can he get around the defense? It's going to be a foot race. He's not going to be able to be brought down. Coles with the keeper will score from the near side. So he had one taken away on the far side. He decides to go to the near side. And no penalty flags on the field. And so Scotty Coles does end up putting his squad up on top here late in the fourth quarter. A minute 20 to go. And it's 12-6. Poway with the lead over the Huskies. Nice blocking by his offensive line. Nice upfield blocking by his receivers. Nobody touched him on his way into the end zone. And so Poway looking to avenge that loss in the second game of the season to this Escondido team. They have the lead 12-6. A minute 20 to go. Jordan Stein, number 13, coming in.
McDivitt the holder, Stein the kicker.
So Stein will attempt the kick. Jason McDivitt will hold. Zach Sheldon, number 43. Actually, you see Stein 13 on the outside there. Will provide some blocking on the line.
Stein comes out.
Stein will come out. So they're going to be backed up 5 yards there. And so that's just a little bit too far now for the kick. And they'll try to get to the end zone some other way now. Snap is on the ground, picked up. Cole's pass is going to be intercepted right at the goal line, so no good on the point after. But Poway has a 12-6 lead with a minute 20 to go. They're going to kick the ball off. And we'll be right back for the kickoff in just a second.
It was intended for Leyva.
Ryan Leyva, number 83, was the intended receiver on that play, but it was picked off right at the goal line. So with 1:20 to go here in the fourth quarter, 12-6, Poway with the lead over Escondido. Scotty Coles will kick the ball off. Ball placed on the tee at the 40. A little bit of a squibber, and it's taken at the 50 and leaped forward and on the ground, number 60 for the Huskies, Russell Gray. And so the ball spotted at the 48-yard line of Poway. 1:17 to go. And so the Huskies just 48 yards away from the tying score. But the way this defense for Poway has been playing, it's going to be pretty tough. A little bit of a handoff right there by Early. And busting through for a gain of about 3, maybe 4. Offord and Ceballos on the tackle. Ball spotted at the 45-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 7. Clock still running under a minute to go for the Huskies. Pitch back. Huskies try to move here to the near side, getting around the corner, across the line, downfield, and finally pushed out at about the, actually stepped out at the 38-yard line. Bit of a break there for Poway as he was finally brought down at the 34, but he stepped out about 4 yards upfield. And with 43 seconds to go, it's a 1st down for the Huskies.
Now they didn't call that hold on that play. It was unbelievable.
Yeah. They didn't catch.
No, they didn't call it. Tackled the guy.
Austin Early again with a pitch back, and it's going to be a reverse as they move over to the far side. Oh, a nice block by the quarterback Early as he takes McDivitt out. A gain of about 6 yards, 7 yards on the play, and out of bounds with 33 seconds to go. It'll bring up 2nd down and about 3.
Zach Vonderay knocked him out.
Zach Vonderay with the stop over on the far side. And this Huskies team not going quietly here. 2nd down and 3 at the 31-yard line. They're down by 6, and they have 33 seconds to go. Whistle and a timeout, Huskies. So with 33 seconds to go, 2nd down and 3 on the 31-yard line, trailing by 6. The Huskies take a timeout, and so will we. So we've come out of the timeout, 2nd and 3, ball on the 31-yard line. Let's see if the Huskies put the ball into the air. Pitch back, they're going to keep it on the ground. Nowhere to go. He makes a little bit of a change of direction. Now he's across the line. He's got some wide open field into the end zone. Number 33 for the Huskies. David Belcher breaks a couple of tackles, gets through the backfield. He could have easily been stopped for a loss. Makes something out of nothing, gets in an open field, and it's a foot race. And we're tied at 12 with just 22 seconds to go. And now if they can convert the point after, they'll actually take the lead over this Poway team. And that's the biggest run play, the biggest play of the afternoon or of the day here for the Huskies. It comes at a very bad time for Poway. And a timeout called by the Huskies. So the point after try here by the Huskies. Trying to put themselves on top, just 22 seconds to go here. We're tied at 12. Poway defense needs to be strong right here. Run right up the middle. He's stopped. Can it be pushed into the end zone before he's down? Huskies say yes, and we have no signal yet by the officiating crew. It looked like he was stopped, and he was. So the Poway defense holds their own here at the goal line. Huskies turned away. And they're not happy, but they didn't make it in. And 22 seconds to go. Poway will receive the ball. Well, let's see if they can do something in that amount of time. It took the Huskies 1 minute and 8 seconds to score to go 48 yards. Huskies set to kick off to Poway. Just 22 seconds to go. We're tied at 12. Daniel Morales, number 11, with the kick. Taking it about the 40-yard line on the ground. Now picked up across the 45 and finally brought down. Scott Coles returns the ball about 6 yards. 15 seconds to go. 1st and 10. The ball at the 45-yard line of Poway. So Poway walking up to the line. Cole's in the shotgun. There's a snap. He's looking downfield. He's going to put it into the air. High into the air. The ball's going to be batted down by the defenders. Number 85. Leva was the intended receiver there. Number 9, Austin Early, breaking that up. As well as number 83, Logan Zielinski. So just 10 seconds to go now. 2nd and 10. The ball at the 45-yard line of Poway. And it looked like that was an offensive penalty, and they're going to run time off the clock now. And that's the end of regulation. So that's what happens with under a minute to go. You've got a runoff there. There must have been a penalty of some sort. And so we'll figure out how they're going to manage the overtime if they just go and set the ball on the 10-yard line and give each team 4 downs and see who can get into the end zone, or if we're actually going to play a quarter here. There's no time on the board.
Apparently, I think they put it on the 10-yard line to get 4 plays. Apparently,
it does look like they're going to set the ball in front of one of the end zones. So we won't have a full period, so we'll try to sort it out, and we'll be right back. Ken Gonzalez for George Landry Productions. We played 4 quarters, tied at 12. And now this is the overtime. Ball placed in the 10. They'll have 4 downs to see if they can get into the end zone. Austin Early keeps the ball, and he's going to be tackled after a gain of about 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
McDivitt.
Jason McDivitt on the tackle. Zach Vondere, again, that tandem, McDivitt and Vondere in on the tackle. 2nd down 10. 2nd down and 2nd down from the 10. This is our 2nd attempt. Pitch comes back. And again, they're going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Vondere. Number 29, Zach Vonderay with the stop coming from behind. He got through that line, made his way into the backfield, and then was able to recover and catch the running back from behind. So it's their 3rd down attempt now. So Poway's defense, let's see if they can hold him here. 3rd down. If they don't get it here, they'll have one more attempt. Early looking to go to the air. He's going to tuck it under, though, and run. He's not going to get anywhere. Brought down. Richard Shea, number 59, with the tackle. And it's 4th down, so the 4th down attempt for the Huskies. And a timeout, Huskies, right now. And we'll take this quick timeout also. So the 4th down play coming up. If they don't make it here, Poway now will have an opportunity from the 10-yard line and 4 downs. Trying to bust his way around the outside. Caught from behind. No! Into the end zone on the 4th play are the Huskies. And so Poway is going to have to get into the end zone to keep this game going. So they've done it a couple times here today. They go one way, run into a wall, make an adjustment, go back the other way, and this time they ran around the outside, got around the defense, and angled their way into the end zone. So it's 18-12. Huskies on top. Big play right here. Poway needs to make the stop, because if they have an opportunity here, and their opportunity, if they can score, their point after could win the game. Early with the handoff, sweeping around the outside, nearly stopped in the backfield, still on his feet and brought down. Looks like he's shy of the goal line, and he didn't get in. So Poway, just as they did at the end of regulation, or near the end of regulation, makes a nice play. So Jaden Ceballos and Zach Vonderay with the stop. Vonderay again involved in a really big stop. And so now it's Poway's turn as they'll get 4 downs from the 10-yard line. I know. All right, the first attempt, 1st down here for Poway. Scotty Coles under center. They're heavy to the left. He's going to roll to his right. Oh, into the end zone. Nice job. The ball is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Poway. Scotty Coles with the pass. And that's 83 Leyva. Ryan Leyva making the catch. And we're tied at 18, so the point after can win this game for Poway, and they're going to take a timeout. So 83, Ryan Leyva hauls that pass in by Scotty Coles. The first play from the 10-yard line. They had all the pressure in the world on them as they were down 18-12, and just with 4 attempts to get in the end zone, on the very first one, they go one-on-one into the end zone on the pass, and Poway has tied the game. There's the whistle, and we're going to see what happens here on this point after attempt right now. They're going to go right up the middle. That offensive line is pushing. They're still pushing, and it looks like they're going to be short. And on that keeper, they're going to be stopped about a yard and a half shy. And so we're still tied at 18, and now the Huskies will have 4 downs to put it into the end zone. And as they change sides, we'll be right back.
What a great pass play that was, though.
So the first down here for the Huskies on the 10-yard line. They're going to take the ball, run it right up the middle, and they're going to be short. And that'll bring up second down. Opfer on the tackle along with Trevor Dunham. So Trevor Dunham and Dalton Opfer, 44 and 45 on the tackle. Second down. Early with the handoff and into the end zone, right up the middle, go the Huskies. So on their second play, they will push it through, and they have now taken a 24-18 lead. And now their attempt for the point after. And after that, Poway will have their shot to try and tie this game. They'll have 4 downs. Huskies making their way up to the line, 24-18. They have the lead. Going for the point after. Early's going to keep it. Runs to his left, and he's going to be stopped. McDivitt and Dunham. So Jason McDivitt, Trevor Dunham, and Joey Palumbo. The 3 of them on the stop there. So no good on the point after. And now Poway with the ball. They'll have 4 downs from the 10-yard line. Scotty Coles. Let's see if he can drive his team the 10 yards they need for a tying score. He's going to keep it. He might run out of room as they angle him to the far side. He's going to be taken down at about the 6-yard line, a gain of 4 yards. And that'll bring up second down. So it'll be second down from the 6-yard line. 24-18, Huskies with the lead. Stacked here on the near side, the right side. Handoff and right up the middle. Another gain of about 3 yards. That'll bring up third down and 3. Leyva coming out, number 88. Matt Hall coming in. Third down and 4 from the 4. So 2 more opportunities for Poway, and a whistle and a timeout, Huskies. So the Huskies will take this quick timeout, and so will we.
Out.
Third and 4. There's a snap. Coles keeps the ball again. He's going to roll to the outside here on the near side. Can he get in? He's going to be dropped and thrown out of bounds. He gains about a yard, and it'll be 4th and 3. So one more attempt for Poway. Actually, they're going to say 4th and 4 as they spot it again at the 4-yard line. Looked as though he had gotten to the 3. Now Leva checks back into the game. Big play. Here's the game on the line right now. 24-18. Huskies with the lead over Poway. Scotty Coles moving his players on the line. Under center. There's a snap. Fakes a handoff. He's going to go to the air. Into the back of the end zone. The ball is caught. Leva, who had just checked into the game, makes his second catch here in overtime, his second touchdown. And on their last attempt on 4th down, a 4-yard pass from Coles to Leva ties the game at 24. And the point after will give the victory to Poway. Let's see if they can push it in. A timeout is called by Poway. Poway running up to the line. They're tied at 24. This is a point after attempt. If they convert here, they win. Coles, his pass off the fingertips to the receiver. Number 28, Monroe. And so we remain tied at 24. And it will be the Huskies with 4 more downs at the 10-yard line. We'll start it again. So we've done 2 of these. Each team has scored a touchdown on their possession. And so this will be the 3rd possession for the Huskies. We started this overtime 12-12. In fact, first half, Poway had a 6-0 lead. It was tied at 6. Poway went up 12-6. Final drive of the game with 30 seconds to go. The Huskies tied it at 12. And now we've had 2 sets of downs here in overtime, each team scoring. So we're at 24 each. Poway's ball. And a fumble. Fumble right at the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be recovered by the Huskies. So after they rotated and gave Poway the first shot on this set of downs, it goes right back to the Huskies now. And so the Huskies with an opportunity. Now, if they put the ball into the end zone, that's it. So the defense for Poway really has to hold them right here for 4 downs in order to get the ball back for a 4th time. Poway side rooting their defense on. Huskies with the ball. Pitch back. They're going to run it here to the near sideline. Trying to break free. Gets through 1, 2 tacklers. Finally brought down. Did he go out before he hit the end zone? No. They're going to say that he made it through, and the Huskies here in overtime have defeated Poway by a final score of 30-24. So on the 3rd possession, Poway with the fumble, they lose the ball. And on the first play, on the 3rd possession for the Huskies, they're able to run the ball here on the near side and just get it inside that pylon before they go out of bounds. And what a heck of a game we saw here today, tied at 12 at the end of regulation. And we see 5 touchdowns scored in overtime. And it's the Escondido Huskies with the victory over the Titans in overtime. Final score 30-24. One heck of a game here. I'm Ken Gonzalez, George Langevin Productions. We hope you enjoyed this game as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. And until next time, be safe and have a great day, everybody.
came out and gave it 100% all day long.
110.
You guys deserve it. Great job. I'm very proud of you guys.
At this time, we'd like to welcome all members of football recognizing this fine game. We will start bids at $50. Acknowledgement by a hand increases the bid by $10. So we'll start at 50. Do I hear 60? Or 260? We got 60. Do we have 70? Raise your hand and shake it around so we can see you up here. Do we have 70? Going once. We got 70. We got 100. 100. 100 going once.
Dude, I heard it go up to
100 going twice. We got 110 down the field. 110. 110 going once. 110 going twice. Got 130. Over here, the lady with the blue hat. 130 going once. Got 150. Got 150. Do I have 160? 160 going. Got 150 going once. Going twice. We got 160. 160. Got 160. 160 going once. Got 170. Got 170. 180. 180. 190. Do I have 190? Got 190? Go, got 200. 190, 190. Going once? 200. 200. 200 going once. 200 going twice. 210. We got 210. 210 once. 210 twice. 220. 221. 220 twice. 230. 231. 240. 241. 240 twice. 250. 250 once. 250 twice. 260. Right here, 2,000. 261. 260 twice. Gone for 260. Lady is on your left side run.
Let's get it. Get your stuff and go in there.
And we're here with the Poway Titans after this huge overtime game. There was so much scoring going on. It was a great game. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, but we'll go from there. Okay, who are you and what's your position, your numbers?
Steve Harrison, I'm number 47, I play tight end. I'm Tyler Nicholson, 32, and I play linebacker.
Zach Sheldon, number 43, and I play right tackle.
So you guys scored quite a few points there today, 24, their team with 30, but the first time you guys played, it was a close game. It was 12-7. Was this a much better game than the first time you played these guys?
Yeah.
Did you get a lot of action out there?
Yeah.
You remember one play out there today where you really either got hit or hit somebody pretty hard?
No.
Not at all?
No, I don't remember.
How about the last game?
Oh, no.
Any game?
Oh, no.
You never hit anybody hard?
I don't remember.
You probably don't remember because you got hit so hard.
I don't know.
It knocked your memory loose. Why don't you answer that for me? Have you seen him get hit pretty hard?
No.
Never? What does he do?
I don't know.
Does he actually go on the field?
Maybe.
You don't even know, do you? Well, how about you? Have you been hit pretty hard?
No.
Have you hit anybody hard?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did they go down screaming?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Think they were probably seeing stars?
What?
Were they seeing stars around their head probably?
Yes.
Yeah, big time head. I know you probably hit somebody pretty decently.
Yeah. I made a quarterback sack on our very first game against Escondido. No, I mean my
Against Oceanside?
second game. Yeah, second game against Escondido.
Have you caused any fumbles this year?
I think one.
One? Have you landed on any?
No.
You did? Did you recover a fumble?
Yeah.
See, you did something. You remember.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you get hit.
Fumble today.
You recovered one today?
Yeah.
You remember what happened on that play?
No.
Not at all?
No.
How do you remember you recovered a fumble?
I just saw the ball in my hands.
Pretty good. Pretty exciting there. All right, guys, you want to say hi to anybody out there?
Hi, Mom.
Hey, dude.
Hi.
To who?
Whoever.
To whoever?
Yeah, sure.
Hi, Grandma and Mom.
All right, guys, good job today. Good season. Take it easy, all right? All right, here we go. Got 4 more players to this Poway team. Who do we have?
Richard Shea, 59, defensive nose guard and offensive guard.
Scott Coles, number 22, quarterback. Ryan Laver, number 83, wide receiver.
Jason McDivitt, number 11. I play fullback, flanker back, and defensive end.
You guys were involved in a lot of plays here today. All right, so you guys go to overtime. You didn't get to win, but it was a pretty good game, don't you think? Pretty
Yes.
exciting? What is there any one play that stands out in your mind that was really exciting today?
I got one.
When I sacked the guy and he fell down, it was a really good hit.
Think it hit him pretty hard?
Yeah.
You'll remember that one tomorrow?
Yeah.
Or maybe you'll try to forget it. You were involved in tons of plays out there today. In fact, your dad was helping spot. He was giving me all the action, all the numbers there up there today. So I really couldn't say anything bad about you. So everything was good. So when you watch this tape, it's like it's all good. So what was like your best play out there?
When we took the lead in the fourth quarter, and then on a touchdown pass.
So that one, well, I think you took the lead. You had one touchdown call back, right?
Yeah.
What did they say? Was it illegal block?
Yeah, block in the back.
So you saw some open field and you took it to the far side. Then the next play, you just took it to the near side.
Yeah.
Got it anyway. I think you were untouched.
Yep.
Now, I think you had, maybe one of your receivers had a block in front of you that allowed that. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was him.
That's what I thought. I thought it was, David. Now, I heard that you're probably one of the better receivers on this team. You got a lot of touchdown passes so far. Do you know how many?
This season or?
Yeah, just this season.
Okay, 4
4
touchdowns.
So far. You had 1 today. 2 today. Right?
Yeah, 2.
2 in overtime.
Yeah.
And those are passes by you, right?
Yep.
Were those called, or was it something you just saw?
They were called.
They were called plays. Do you audible a lot?
Every once in a while.
Every once in a while. All right. Going over here. Now you did pretty well on both sides of the ball today, right?
Yeah.
Which do you like to play better, offense or defense?
Hard. I like both.
You like them both?
Yeah.
I mean, you'd obviously rather stick somebody than get stuck, right?
Yeah.
You're a pretty quick guy, so you probably don't get hit too hard too often.
Except for one today.
One time today, do you remember that play?
Yeah, I was chasing down the running back when they did a reverse.
The quarterback got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the quarterback got you on the side. Did you think it was in the back, or was it a clean hit on the side?
On the side. But when I got called for the block in the back, I hit him on the side too.
They really didn't go both ways there on that one. Yeah, I remember calling that play on the side there. The 2 touchdowns you had, one in the end zone. The second one, I think, they were trying to say that you dropped the ball and you didn't have possession. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
You had like 2 steps in the end zone.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're talking about.
And then the guy stripped it when I was on the ground.
After you were on the ground, he tried
Yeah.
to strip it away? Did you say anything to him?
No.
No, not at all. You must have been happy with those. Those were pretty good passes.
Yep.
All right, guys, good job. Even though you didn't come out with the victory, you played really well, and I'm getting some sweat in my eye here. Is there anybody you want to say hi to out there?
My mom.
Your mom, okay. Who else?
Oh, he's right there.
There he is.
My family.
Your family?
Yeah.
All right.
My dad.
Your dad? All right.
Hi, Mom.
All right, good job, guys. Congratulations on the season, and we'll see you next year probably, all right? Take it easy. Ken Gonzalez for George Landsman Productions. Now we've got the head coach, Coach Shea, with us here. What a game today. I mean, even though you were on the losing end of this one, compared to that first game that you played against Escondido, it was totally different team.
Well, Ken, both teams performed, and we got it to overtime there at the end. I mean, we thought we had them at 12-6, and they drove down the field on us. Hats off to them, but we were able to hold them out of the end zone there on the extra point, push it into overtime, and once you get into overtime, it's really anybody's game. And we hit hard. I was proud of my boys. They stepped up. It was hot out here. They kept coming and coming and coming, and like I said, in overtime, it's anybody's game. We came up on the short end, but I couldn't be more proud of my group.
It really did look at the end of the game like your squad, as far as stamina, like they didn't miss a beat.
No, we were pushing hard. I mean, they were breathing a little bit there at the end, but they kept coming, and we ran some great pass plays in the end zone here in overtime, and we were able to run the ball somewhat efficiently. And hats off to Escondido. They hung in there, and one of the break there on the fumble went their way, and then they were able to capitalize. But again, overall, I couldn't be prouder of my group of 30 kids. Every one of them, 1 to 30, put in a phenomenal effort today, and we were pointing towards this as our game that we wanted to show how far we had come, and like you said, from that first game against Escondido to this one, night and day.
And it really looks like the last couple games you guys have played, your offense has really started to click. You just contribute that to the fact that these guys are really playing as a team.
I think so, and they're playing together. We have 10 players that didn't play a down of football before this season. And as the season went on, they grew together. And here in this game today, I think it showed we had some cohesion on offense, and our defense, which had been solid all year long, stepped up again today too.
It was a good job. It was our pleasure to broadcast this game for you guys today, and wish you guys luck next year.
We appreciate you being here, Ken. Great job.
Thanks a lot,
guys.
All right, we're here with a couple more players from Poway, and who do we have?
Monroe, number 28.
What positions do you play?
Running back and safety. Other Monroe, number 84, left tackle.
All right, one heck of a game out there today. You were involved in a lot of plays. This is a pretty physical game out there.
Yeah, it was.
Do you remember any particular play that really sticks out in your mind today?
The fumble that gave them the ball back, and then the touchdown at the end.
Touchdown at the end. Now, it was a pretty different game from the last time you played these guys. You scored a lot more points. Do you think it's just because you guys have gotten better as a team?
Yeah, I think we got a lot better since the last time we played.
And especially coming off last week where you shut out Fallbrook, 33-0, I think
Yeah.
it was. That's probably your best game of the season.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
So you guys played pretty well on defense. Now, which do you like, defense or offense better?
I like both of them the same.
You like to play them both the same? All right, now we'll move on over to you. Do you remember a play today that kind of sticks out in your mind?
The fumble.
Fumble at the end?
Yes.
Do you remember what happened? Because we couldn't really tell what happened.
Well, actually, the play that really sticks out in my mind is that very last touchdown. I was furious, really. I was.
Were you out there at the time?
No.
So, I mean, they were able to push it through. I mean, you really can't do much about it. You just kind of take it as it is, and you come back next week. But is this it? Is the season over now?
Yeah, it is.
So that's it. Pretty good season.
Well, actually, we have a game in December 3rd up in Laughlin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it like a tournament or something?
No, it's just a fun.
It's an exhibition game? Kind of?
Yeah.
Well, that'll be cool. Have you guys ever been there before?
No.
I've been to Vegas, but not Laughlin.
So you're looking forward to it. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
All right, now you guys want to say hi to anybody out there?
No.
Nobody? Parents?
My dad.
Dad? Okay.
My friend.
Yeah? What's
Yeah.
your name?
His name is Connor. He never got to see one of my games, but he's been dying to see one.
Cool. Maybe he'll watch this one. All right, guys, good job, and see you again next year, okay? All right, take it easy. All right, and then we got the final two players for Poway here. Want to get some interviews in, and who do we have?
Michael Trent.
And what positions do you play?
Right tackle and left tackle.
Zach Bondaway, and I play outside linebacker.
Pretty good game. I mean, didn't come out a winner, but that doesn't really matter. It was a heck of a game. Went into overtime. Was that your first overtime game this year?
Yeah.
Were you, like, clear on what the rules were on overtime?
No.
They just kind of told you what was going to happen. You guys just did it?
Yeah.
Now, I asked some of the other players, is there any plays out there that stick in your mind from today? Like that you personally were in?
Yeah, when I injured an Escondido player.
I think that was number 69. We saw him walking off the field there.
Yeah.
So what happened on that play?
He was just standing there and I knocked him over.
From the side?
No, from in front.
He was just like a spectator then.
Yeah.
And you didn't really have any... You didn't care?
No.
No, not at all. You didn't think twice about it?
No.
Well, they got, who was it? I think it was McDivitt. Somebody laid him out pretty good.
Yeah.
So I guess you got him back pretty good. So it all evens out in the end?
Yeah.
So the season's over. Was it a pretty fun season for you, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys came a long way, learned a lot.
Yeah.
You want to play with these guys again next year?
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. Now we'll move on over here. Called your number quite a few times there today. In fact, they say you're involved just about on every play defensively. How do you just have a knack for trying to get to where the ball is?
Yeah, pretty much.
What do you read the play beforehand? You kind of know which way it's going to go?
Well, a little bit, but not really. I just see the quarterback hand off the ball or see where he's passing it and go.
Yeah. What do you read, his eyes?
No, like I read his arms. Like if he goes like that, then he's gonna pass it, and if he goes like that, then I look at the running back he's handing it off to.
The quarterback they had today, he was, we noticed up there, he was on his handoffs where he was faking him.
Yeah.
It was kind of obvious because he'd come way up high.
Yeah, our coach told us about that he was gonna, if he goes like that high, then he's gonna fake it.
Yeah, and he did every single time.
Uh-huh.
Now, you had a couple of good hits. Does any one stick out in your mind?
Well, not really.
No?
Mm-mm.
What, like during practices or all the years that you've been playing, what do you think's made you such a good defender?
Probably the coaches, like teaching me what to do and having like the scrimmages to like work on it and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always good to always give props to your coaches. So it's a good game. Went to overtime, 30-24 the final. Is there anybody you want to say hi to out there?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Brothers, sisters, parents, nothing?
No.
All right.
Yeah, I'd like to say hi to my family.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, guys. This is a good game. It was really exciting to call. So I wasn't bored today. It's a good job. All right. See you again next year.